Delilah, lovely song. Fairly simple in essence, but there's some lovely little connecting notes which really make the song special. But for now, we're just going to keep it super simple. Capo on number 2, a little clamp is on the 2nd fret. This is to help us not play the the B minor here. But we will have to play an F. Okay, so the chords are today C, E minor, A minor, G, and everyone's favorite bar chord, F. Okay, so you could probably get away with a kind of little F, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, but for now let's just start with the introduction and the picking pattern that they use. So if you don't know the C chord, it'll be just here, and what we're going to do is we're going to finger pick today. You can use a pick, but I recommend just trying to finger pick. Your thumb's going to be on the root note, which is the 5th string, the A string, and so your fingers are going to be here, 3rd fret of that string, and then you're going to be using your peace fingers on the 2nd and 3rd strings, which is your B and G strings, and you're going to alternate between. So the 5th string, then you're going to get these 2 fingers just underneath the strings and alternate between them. 2nd and 3rd string, so not the thinnest one, the next 2. Okay? So that's going to be the 5th string with the C and the A minor. But with the F and G and the E minor, we're going to be using the thickest string as the root. Okay, so we get our C chord, and we're playing the 5th string, and then just under those 2nd and 3rd strings. We tend to play it 4 times, then we go to the E minor. So technically you don't need to put your fingers down because you're playing the 6th string and the 2nd and 3rd strings, which are outside of these 2 fingers here. So that makes it a bit easier. Again, but you don't actually need your middle finger down for this either, because you're not playing that note. But if you can't do that, just play your normal C. But it just makes it a little bit easier. Then it goes to the A minor, okay? 5th string now. And we're playing the 2nd and 3rd still. Then it does a connecting note. It doesn't actually play the G chord. You can play the G chord if you want, but it's quite nice if you can get your little finger on that 3rd fret of the 6th string. And it creates this nice chord here. And then down to the F. So if you can't do the full F, but you might be able to do the 1st fret of the 6th string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and do this kind of modulated chords so that you're not having to bar and get that finger really squashed down. So if you want to make it a bit easier, you can do this part chord, I guess they call it. It goes from A minor 3 times, then the G. You can just play the G if you want, or just play the G note, then to the F, back to G, and then A minor, again, and then back to G. Just makes a slight difference right at the end. Plays 2nd and 3rd strings, but then he plays the 3rd and 4th strings. Just alters it a little bit, and it just creates a slightly different. Just means it changes the pattern a little bit, enough for the ear to be like, that's different. Then we've got the chorus, which is C and A minor. But in between each chord, he plays a note. Okay, so this one is your 3rd fret of the 6th string, after the capo that is. So he plays the C, A minor, then he plays the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So next you've got, after the chorus, you've got another verse, which is the same. Then we've got chorus, and then we get to the bridge. Okay, so now they just switch the chords around. They do the F, G, and the C, and the A minor. And in between the chord changes, sometimes they'll play a note. Okay, so from C to A minor, they're going to play this B note again, this second fret of the 5th string. So C, down, A minor, which is very common. And then from the A minor to the F, he's going to play the G. So do F, G, and then before the C, so he plays the G, probably plays that note, 2nd fret, because it's in the G already. And then to the C. Down, 2nd fret again, A minor. G to the F, or the mini F. And then G. And then to the A. And then to the G. And then back to C. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you want any more. If you want the cheat sheet, go over to richcguitar.net, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, take care.